failure isn't what you miss the mark, but it is when you give up. So you are capable, and quitting is only for the weak mind. Next is success feel great. When I tell you, there is no better feeling in this world other than knowing that you faced an obstacle and that only through and determination you overcame it and you became successful. Like I'm telling you, like I said earlier, sitting at 85 and wondering, thank God you never give up. When you are down and you feel like giving up, it's always good when you try to imagine and visualize the sweet taste of victory. Like sometimes when I just give myself that hope that by this time, probably next year, I'll be doing this particular thing, the joy, then I'll always want like the whole year should run as fast, and then boom, I'm in the future. But then, the taste of victory, like, my God, funnily, it's actually difficult for everyone. And the funny thing now you don't know is it might just actually be maybe this is just you crossing the finishing line and getting your ambitions and all the things you always want for. So let your desire, let your craving, let your thirst for this sweet taste motivation and inspire, let it keep you going. So never give up and keep striving towards your goal. Next is it could actually change for the better. Yeah, fine, it might actually be rough now, but it can actually all instantly change within a twinkle of an eye. And if you keep going at it, you never know when you will hit the breakthrough. That is just the funny part. Most time when something happens and the person will be like, don't worry, you overcome, and the next question is when. Funny thing, you don't know when, but the when can be so more than you expect. So don't be like the person who who dug you, for example, now who dug a well for like 50 meters and then gave up, justifying to himself that he was digging a dry well, and the person who came right after him digged for only 1 meter and the person hit the water. What if he had dug down 1 meter just at that particular time? So before every success there's a vision, there's a dream, and only those people, those dreamers who are brave enough to know that they are and what they are truly want to become is being successful. So you can't give up now, because your success is destined to happen. Of course, your success is destined to happen. My success is destined to happen, and you must believe this mantra like it's the reality today. You were destined to do this. Nothing can actually stop you but yourself. So keep going at it and never give up. Hashtag become legendary. Moving on, I would like us to go on a very short break. I'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Hafak Online Radio. It's to your favorite host, Dayo'shour, and yes, this is dayo'shour. Moving on to our topic today on don't give up. Yes, you are strong. You have the strength to do whatever you want, and no matter the number of setbacks you actually face, you actually have the strength to keep going. And the only way you can win is if you are first winning in your mind. Most times the mind, the soul, the brain system controls you. And if you tell yourself and believe that you absolutely cannot run a 50-kilometer marathon, trust me, you will never be able to run that race. So strength comes from within, not from big muscles, six packs and the like. Only you actually have the power to stop yourself. Let that keep ringing to us. And nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can actually help the man with the wrong mental attitude. Next, it could be worse. The situation could actually be a lot worse, and you should be thankful for being able to face what you're facing right now, because there are people out there who have much bigger problems. The reality is your problems, no matter how severe you might seem to you, historically speaking, are quite insignificant, and there are billions of people who lived before you and who will definitely live after you. So for example, now maybe you are working on a new business, and you are just burning your cash every month with no sales, and you just want to give up. Maybe you are just probably stressed out and you feel very anxious after each sales and every day, every night. Sure, it's quite stressful and it's understandable. And I don't mean to put less emphasis on your problem, but always compare your problem to another human who is once again 99.9 just like you, living in poverty. This perspective is very important because it helps you grow gratitude in one's heart, and heart that is full of gratitude will never have enough space for fear or anxiety. Next is you actually deserve happiness and success. Yes, that's what drives me most especially. I deserve the happiness. I deserve the success. I deserve the enjoyment right in the nearest future. Everyone deserves happiness and success, including you. So don't let these small bumps on the way take away your ride. Think about your journey to success like a very, very long road through. And there is first a beginning that begins at home in your comfort zone. And you then make a plan to travel to a destination, map out your entire routine, and you make a goal. After this, you start your journey and begin your drive, a lot of things, but you keep your eyes on your goal and focus on your destination because that is what brings you happiness. Like, you should never give up and stop halfway on your journey. No way. You will never want to stop halfway your journey. No way. So don't you deserve better than to just be left in the middle of a road trip like, something unexplainable? Of course, you deserve to reach your destination and you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be successful and you deserve to never give up on yourself. Next, moving on, is you must actually inspire others. Who is your biggest role model? Now, okay, imagine your life. Just imagine your life. Doesn't it seem like you have everything put together and that there is this life, your life, which is all in order? Well, it's actually completely false. But the grass really does look greener but it actually looks greener on the other side. So therefore, and the person you're calling your role model might actually be under a very huge amount of stress and anxiety. But it's not showing to us, but we can't tell what it is. And all of us are actually human, and all of us have our own demons and battles. There's one post I saw says, trying to remember. It says everybody have their own demons. Everybody is the same hell. We're just dealing with different demons, something like that. I can't remember. So most times, so when you feel like giving up, I want you to always remember that someone out there is looking up to you. You can't tell who, but then somebody out there is looking up to you. So you might actually feel weak, you might feel overwhelmed, but when life is tough, you must keep going because you are teaching those looking up to you how to properly react when life tests them. Next, which I want all of you to always know, is failure is normal. Yes, it's funny to say, like, it's impossible to reach your success without actually facing first failure. So don't let anything stop you. Failure is a normal process in life, and it's not the end but just a stream changing direction, because before you finally reach the ocean, exactly to where you're going. So there is no one successful person alive today who has not tested failure in their life. So think about failure as a necessary ingredient to become successful. For example, now salt is an essential part of some baked dessert, and if you look at it separately, you might be like, wait, what? But why would you put salt in a sweet cake? But if you look at it overall, a small amount of small salt will actually bring out and enhance other flavors of the cake. So therefore, success cake. So some sprinkle of problems and failure in your success cake, trust me, in the end, it will make it much sweeter. Like someone who said, named Michael Jordan, I can accept failure. Everyone fails it sometimes, but I cannot accept not trying. Next, things can only get better by sticking to your goal, and being persistent. Things can actually only get better. So if you have hit rock bottom or feel you are on your way down, always remind yourself that with the right amount of hard work, what comes down must definitely go up. So being in a really dark place in life can actually be a very positive space to be in. And when you are actually on top of the world and everything is going perfect, you will always have the fear of losing your success. But when you're actually in dark and have hit rock bottom, you should have satisfied knowing that things can only get better. And the last but not the least, it's always the darkest before dawn. Like I said, crying might, I don't know how to put that thing. Crying might endure in the night, but joy coming in the morning. It always gets the darkest before dawn. So understand that others' trials are always the one that come right before the breakthrough. So stay persistent, because at any given moment you are at the tipping point and success awaits you. Like Michael Wader said, commitment leads to action. Action brings your dream closer. And with this, I can only tell you best of luck in whatever we are doing. Things are hard, things are tough, but then we just need to keep going. We need to keep driving. We need to get there. We all need to get there. And I cannot but only wish us all the best of luck. Really, I felt I wasn't the one who said these things, because I just feel right now that I've spoken to myself, because I really needed that. I actually entirely gave up on a very huge, big, important thing as I yesterday stroke today, and all I could think, I don't know where that feeling came from. I don't know where it came from. And this evening I just felt, Oladayo, it's not time to give up. And I felt that, and that was only what I could think of speaking today on today's show. In fact, I'm emotional right now. So with this I've said, I'd like us to come to the end of today's section on dayo'shour. I really hope this is beneficial to you, as it is beneficial 101% to me. I really like us to continue, and which we'll be speaking on something very interesting next week. So if you have any contributions, suggestions and additions, questions, answers to my problem, please don't forget to DM us on Hafak Online Radio, or you can as well come to my personal page at I_am_doing. So with this, I would like us to check in same time, same venue next week and same day. I still remain your dearest host, Oladayo, and this is dayo'shour on Hafak Online Radio. I'll see you guys next week. Still the month of love. I love you guys. Stay cool and stay safe.
Are you a member of the Chop Life gang? We don't just chop food, we chop chops and we chop cakes. The Cake Lieutenant is your one-stop plug for luxury cakes, small chops and food box. The Cake Lieutenant is available on Instagram at thecake_lieutenant. Call or chat 070-54613-149. This advert is sponsored by dayo'shour Baker, empowered by Hafak Radio.